so sorry. Hello, welcome back everybody. My name is Kavalech. Did you get it? Because it looks like a singing, screaming never mind. Anyway, welcome back. My name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes, indeed, welcome back once again to In-Depth Dark Souls. A bit of a mishmash outfit today. We have the Helm of the Wise, Chain Armor, Boulder Gauntlets, Golem Leggings, the Effigy Shield, and a War Pick. One to kind of show the War Pick off, because it's actually not bad, even at only a plus 10. But also, I thought kind of a wondery look with a slight demonic tinge to it because of where we are going to be going today, but also what we're going to be doing at the beginning, because we do have a little bit of cleanup to do. I know. We need to get down below, but before we do that, there's one or two things I want to do. So let's start by going to the Ulasil Township. Don't worry, we will be flying into the content today and flying towards the end. I know it's so sad to say. But yes, our first port of call is to run in here and to do a bit of this. Now, actually, I say this helmet won't be staying with us for long, but we'll discuss that more as we go. I just thought it'd be fun to have for now. But I had said I was going to do this during the DLC and then didn't, and thought to myself, do you know what, I'm going to kind of have it as like a little interim between the areas, kind of like what we did before we went to the archives in the previous episodes.
Oh, you have quite some nerve. Fine then. Well, I've had it.
Nothing else to say, unfortunately. I even though he fucking is a pain in the ass, I would like it. I'm just going to buy a ton of these just so we have them. I would like if he turned around and had one last thing to say about the fact that we killed Manus, but he doesn't really seem to give a shit. We don't need anything else. That was literally it.
Well,
so, unfortunately, my friend,
seeing you if you survive your travels.
Oh, I'll survive my travels, my friend. But I don't think you can say the same for you.
What now? You think this is all my fault? How very, very petty of you. Very petty indeed.
Oh. What? Do you think this is all my fault? You can see that stagger potential, by the way, with this weapon. It's so good.
There.
Ha! There! Ha! There!
What? Now you're feeling the heat? You should have thought long and hard.
I did go slightly over his thing there, but that's alright. Basically, when he dies, normally he goes, oh, why me? What did I ever do? Yeah, and then he dies. But yeah, that is Chester dealt with, the bastard that he is. Again, some people think he was a hint towards Bloodborne. Maybe he was. I think he's a cool character nonetheless. I like him. We'll start from the trousers. Black leather trousers worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. These exquisitely sewn trousers are decorated with silver trinkets of varying sizes and have straps on the inner thighs for carrying crossbow bolts. And maybe also to stop the blood from reaching up his leg and causing him to go mad. Leather gloves worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. These gloves have no distinguishing features but are of high quality. Extremely exquisitely sewn aristocratic suit allows its wearer to move in silence, lending well to stealth. And then finally, black top hat worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. The wearer of this top hat cracks a dubious permanent grin, the curse of Chester. But oh, what do I know? A very interesting character, and one... Oh, and by the way, as you can see as well, we have broken our Ring of Favor. Don't worry, you'll see why. One, because I thought we could get better drops, and also, as I said, you'll see. We don't need it. We definitely don't need it anyway, because of how powerful we are, but you'll see why. Now, to do the unfortunate thing, which is the final thing we'll do with the DLC. But it has to be done, unfortunately. Now, this isn't canon. This doesn't happen. This is just what we're going to do here, just to show off the dialogue.
Thank goodness that what is...
Thank goodness thou art safe. Yeah. Buy a load of these. I don't need any repair powder.
What down?
Yeah.
May the flame...
May the flames guide thee.
But why? Why, dear Duff?
You don't even get anything for killing her, which is fucking awful. So that's why I think it's definitely not canon. But now you know what happens. Now you know what happens. You kill her, and she's not happy about it. Do you blame her? No, not at all. Not at all. Right, so here we are in Special K's domain, Quelag's domain. We still can't talk to you. We will be entering a covenant with you soon enough. In our little extra episodes at the end, we will be getting the ring that will allow us to chat to her. But for now...
You again.
You again?
There is nothing to say to you except, if you lay a hand on the fair lady, you should be prepared to face my wrath.
So he's not a big fan of us. Not a big fan of us. But I guess that's just how it is. That's okay. You know, if he doesn't want to be a big fan of us, that's fine. But today, we are going to be heading into this lovely area out here. And in this lovely area, we shall see what we've got in store for us. The Demon Runes. Welcome to the Demon Runes. Now, we actually saw this area. We're going to light this bonfire. If you don't know about the other bonfire in there, this is obviously a handy one. You can't teleport to this one. You can teleport away from this one, but you can't teleport to it. So, you can't see it from here. Unfortunately. I don't know where it would be, but there is some type of angle that would allow us to see down into here. Because we saw this place twice. Once from up there. That's the bell tower where we rang the bell of awakening after fighting Quelag. And then the other time we actually saw down into here from the Tomb of the Giants, if you remember as well. So interesting that you can actually see down into this area. I think it would be from over like that direction, maybe behind the wall there. You can't see back into the Tomb of the Giants from here, which is a bit of a shame. You can see an item down there in between my horns. We can also see what looks like something very familiar between my horns there. That's the way to proceed with the level. We're going to go down this way for the moment, though, because we want him to be our mate up here. You know, we want him to be our little friend. So if we head down here, we can find these guys. These ones are hostile, and we want them to grab us. I said I want them to grab me. No, I want you to grab me. The elevation's probably a bit dodgy. There it is. And basically, we just want them to do this a few times. As bizarre as that sounds. If you don't know about this, you're probably thinking, what the fuck is happening? But think of it as like a bar, a build-up. We want it to build up all the way, obviously, so keep going for a little bit and let them grab us. It does take a little bit, but don't worry. Just keep an eye on your character, basically. And, well, you probably want to bring them somewhere flatter, to be completely honest. Yeah, because they don't seem to be able to fucking grab me here. Hold on, come down here a bit. Because we need you to be able to grab us a bit better. If you had the health, I suppose, you could probably just run straight across the lava, but you're gonna die pretty quickly. So it's not happening, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my dear, it's just not happening. Oh, come on. The elevation difference is awful. Can you please just grab me? Thank you. And then just keep doing that, please. Keep grabbing me. I remember when I first discovered this, it was actually completely by accident. And, I was like, what the actual fuck? I think that might be it. I felt some vibration on my controller, but I don't know. What we're looking for is basically a little scratchy going on. It might take a while. But trust me, it'll be worth it, because one, we'll get some dialogue, and two, you'll also just get to see something really fucking cool. That, as I said, a lot of people know, but some people don't. So, hopefully I can be the first to show you. As I always have been. Again, this is something I'm trying to rack my brain. I do not believe there is any reason to do this when it comes to, like, the platinum and stuff. So, there it is. Okay, so once we see that scratch, we are now good to go. We'll talk about this a little bit more as we come down into this area properly, but this dome, or giant, almost looks like a kiln. But this giant dome area is very interesting. Ooh, we've got an itchy fucking head, haven't we? Note that you can see something arriving over there. Oh, we'll discuss that in a little bit as well. But yeah, lots of interesting things to see in this area. Again, a lot of people say, oh, Isolith and this area is not finished properly. And yeah, that's true, but I'm not going to lie, I'm going to spend probably this episode and the next episode and stuff somewhat defending this area, you know, because yes, there is flaws, and yes, it's unfinished, but overall, there's some really fucking interesting stuff going on in this area, some great lore, and some really hidden things that I think are fun. So you're probably thinking to yourself, Cal, I think you've just lost your fucking reason and your mind. Why are you wasting time doing this? Trust me, it's going to be worth it. You can see the moments of me scratching my head have become closer together. I'm genuinely, because I do think there are people who aren't going to know that this is a thing. And you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why is this a thing in the game? And, well, you'll see. Just note the area we're in and, you know, the people that we've spoken to and stuff like that. And it might clue you in as to what's about to happen. But again, completely optional. Most of the people, I guarantee 90% of people, cheers, unless they're looking up videos or they get really unlucky and keep getting grabbed by those two specific enemies, which you saw how long it took me to fucking get them to grab me as it was. So I have a distinct feeling that most people watching this, unless you're like a hardcore Souls veteran who's been playing since day one and know all the fucking secrets like me, I feel like I nearly guarantee that you won't know this. This little next part. It's going to take a minute, unfortunately, but I'm not editing either because I want to show how long it takes. This wall, by the way, I always felt like you could open this and it would lead to like a shortcut or something. That isn't the case, but it isn't also useless. In fact, I'm trying to think of parts of the game where there are areas or whatever that are entirely useless. I don't think there's anything that's entirely useless in this game, like area-wise. There's stuff that like you don't really need to go to and do or whatever, and including what happens here, but realistically in this game there's not really anything useless. You know, and of course with Elden Ring, I always say I love Elden Ring to bits, but on second playthroughs and third playthroughs and stuff, there's such a large portion of the game that I never do again because I only want whatever gear I'm using for that playthrough. You could say the same about this game, but oh, here we go. The music kicking in is perfect time. Yeah, so now we have an egg on our head. We have been infected with the same thing that he's got over here, Ingi. The same thing that she's got all over him. Only, if you notice, his is not on his head, and neither is hers, so it's a bit of an unfortunate place to have an egg.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not buy this? I've no use for it any longer.
So he gives us an egg vermifuge, which obviously we've picked up some before, so we know what it is, but we can read it now again and remind ourselves. Bitter sour chestnut removes parasitic egg from body. The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the egg symbolizes the selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but are allowed under special circumstances. So, if you serve Chaos, and obviously he serves the Fair Lady, who is part of Chaos, I suppose, you're not really supposed to use them, but under circumstances like having one on your fucking head, you can go ahead and use one. So what is this? This is a unique event. We now can't wear a helmet. And now whenever we earn souls, it will half the amount of souls we get and feed the rest to the egg. I was contemplating just immediately taking it off, but because we're so OP or whatever, I'm going to leave it on, and we will allow it to mature. But the main reason I wanted to do this is, one, to show this, two, to show the because it's a really cool thing you can do when you let it mature with, I think, 100,000 souls, something like that. But remember, he didn't really like us. Well,
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
he's a lot friendlier now. He now sells egg vermifuge to us. He also sells some pyromancies. Unique pyromancy crafted by Ingi, which we already got, but we can buy one here now. Considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp, creates a poison mist. Ingi became an egg-bearing undead who serves a deformed young girl who speaks in an unintelligible tongue. Toxic mist. Unique pyromancy crafted by Ingi. Considered... Actually, so yeah, you will need to do this because you need this toxic mist for the trophy, so... Yeah. But, again, a lot of the people that are watching these videos don't have the platinum, so... No, I'm not calling you out, but kind of calling you out. So, I still stand by the idea that a lot of people won't know you can do this. And a lot of people will probably immediately use the egg vermifuge as well, because they can't use a helmet, so showing the second part will be interesting. Why was Ingi driven from the Great Swamp? One only needs to cast this pyromancy, a perverse diversion of the art of fire, to find out. They didn't want what happened here to happen in the Great Swamp. Is Ingi responsible for why Blighttown is the way it is? Maybe.
Incidentally, do you have an interest in pyromancy? If you have, I shall share my flame with you.
I do, actually. I love pyromancy. So remember, as we've discovered through Laurentius of the Great Swamp, pyromancy is a part of a person, so he's giving part of himself. He is really friends with us.
You have
And now we have
served
two.
our fair lady well.
Which is nice.
Let this strength be yours.
Be yours?
Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted.
Cheers, by the way.
Like the grime of the Great Swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelag's orders to the contrary.
So she was trying to save Blighttown and ended up like this.
Worse than unlike the group at my hands.
Maybe that's why he's trying his best to help, because he feels responsible. Maybe. A lot of people, I think, once you get that, will just immediately say, right, grand, and then use the egg vermifuge and go on with their day, be able to put back on their helmets and stuff like that. We are not going to do that. We're gonna see it through to the end. Fuck it, why not? YOLO. Now we are gonna go fight a boss. I know, content. I can't believe it. We're gonna go fight a boss, but this boss is very interesting because if you remember when we spoke to Quailana outside, the one who sold us pyromancies and upgraded our flame and stuff, she mentioned how she hadn't seen her. She fled the area and hadn't seen her sisters or her mother in a long time. That's true, but it's technically not the full story. It's not technically the full story, and we'll see why now in a moment. And it's not the reason you're thinking of. It's not like, oh, she, she didn't do whatever, or, XYZ. No, the reason it's not fully the full story, I'm just showing, by the way, that when you kill these, a load of these maggot things come out. Horrendous. The reason it's not the full story is because she is neglecting to tell us that she also has a brother, who we are going to go meet right about now. Interestingly enough, I thought you could, but you obviously can't. Maybe if you go down. Maybe if you go down first of all, before we go up to the boss here. I thought you could see, because you can see him from here. This nice gentleman. Hello. I thought you could see the other demons that are down here. No, they must be under the lava. Yeah, they must be under the lava. Which is interesting. Actually, don't think I ever really realized that. So yeah, so... Spoilers, by the way. Being like, oh, they're under the lava. Well, lava, magma, we're underground. If anybody knows, if anybody's a scientist, or a fucking whatever, geologist or whatever, when is it lava and when is it magma? I believe magma is underground, so this would be magma, but it's also open air. I don't know. I don't know. It's a video game, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But it is ceaselessly appearing here. Ceaseless meaning unending. Where is it coming from? Guess we'll go and find out, shall we? Yeah, so she has a brother. And we're going to go meet the brother now. Note as well that you can see down into the demon runes, and we can see something clinging onto the side of the wall there. Shan't discuss it right now. We will discuss it at some point. If you come here before you place the Lord Vessel around this area, I think just up the top of these stairs maybe, there will be another one of those big gold gates. So, obviously, you can't finish the area. Boss time! Oh. Interesting. No boss. No boss. You can see further down into the pooling lava below. Or magma, whatever the fuck it is. Now, this boss, as I said, caused a lot of controversy because there's multiple ways to kill it, including one way that people think is a glitch, but it's not at all, and it's actually the intended way, and it's what Miyazaki says is the best way. So, we're going to try and show that off. Two ways to go here. This way is a little shortcut way. I never really use it, to be honest, you don't need to. But it's also handy for fighting the boss. Here's the boss! Good old Ceaseless Discharge. So the brother, basically. We'll learn more about him now. If I don't want to do the normal way of killing him, or the quote-unquote intended way of killing him, when I want to actually fight, I usually go down here and bait out attacks. You can also fight him out in this area. So, he is completely and utterly non-hostile. He will not attack us. We attack him, he'll attack us. But there is a way to make him hostile, and then that will give us the quote-unquote intended kill. But yeah, note that he is entirely non-hostile. He is also just standing in the lava. Just standing there. Burning. Unending, ceaselessly. And if you also actually stop and look at the design for a moment, I mean, one, he looks very sad, but two, you can see his arm is wrapped around his body. And like, almost kind of pinned there. Maybe for his own good, I don't know. I do believe this egg is also going to give us more damage taken by fire, but we should be okay, hopefully. If we come over here. So, in order to get this quick kill, or the intended kill, or whatever we want to call it, the special kill, we need him to unattach his arm, basically. We need to rip his arm. We need him to rip his arm and start attacking us with it. Only then can you get the kill. You attack him now, you can't get the special kill. The wibbly things up above. Kind of look like roots extending upwards. We see a corpse here. We won't read the item now, but we'll have a look at this corpse. Oh! The gold hem set. So wait a second. He's going to do that. That has gotten me killed so many times. See a big hole now. He has ripped his arm out, but we're just going to make sure. So now you can... Oh, fuck. Now you can, if you want. You can fight him here. Do a bit of damage to him. You know. You can fight him here if you want. Will like to do this to us. We don't want him to do that. We want him to come towards us. I believe once you take up that body, he will immediately have ripped his arm out, so he will already be available to quick kill. I believe the trigger is just doing the thingy. We'll just make sure. I just want him to slam his arm down on me at least once. Yeah. See, you could keep hitting it here. I'm not going to, just to show how good this kill is. But you could fight him No, like this. Ow. Do you know what? I think this is fine anyway, so we should be good. So if we now run all the way back to the beginning, so I think once you pick up that body, the gold helm set, ow, the gold hem set, pick that up, and then run your happy little ass back here, trying not to die, of course. Normally you wouldn't get hit by that because you'd still be walking around the corner, but it's all good. But run your happy little ass back here as fast as you can. And I'll show you to kill him in 5 hits. Even if we hadn't have, even if I hadn't hit him, this still works, by the way. So you can do this without even hitting him. So come all the way back to the door. Oh no, I can't leave. Huh. He is now functionally dead. There's nothing he can do. One. Kicking him like this doesn't do anything, by the way. But yeah, that is the end of Ceaseless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite a one-hit kill, but still a fucking cool hit kill nonetheless. Heal in real life. And we can see the lava dissipating. Because it was discharging off of him ceaselessly. There's some left, but it's pooled, so it's not the same. What is that? Why won't it let it pick me? Why won't it let me pick it up? Actually, what the fuck is? Oh, it's a homeward bound, I think. Yeah, I can't even drop one because it's equipped, is it? I think that is a homeward bone, which is quite funny. Yeah, it's a homeward bone. That's why you don't get max of things, guys, because then you get shit like that happening. So yeah, so as I said, a lot of people kind of got confused with that fight. We can see them there now. They were under the lava, hiding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, I believe. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. Another kind of controversial thing. So yeah, some people claim that that kill is not legit. It's, you know, cheating or whatever. But as I said, Miyazaki himself has said he believes that that is the special kill or the correct kill of El Ceaseless. Excuse me. So we'll get some lore on him in a little bit, but for now, we can read the armor that we picked up, which I probably could have went from the top actually, because it's probably up the top somewhere. Here we are. Worn by the Witch Queen of Izalith, founder of the Pyromancy and one of the Daughters of Chaos. I just didn't read any of that properly, apparently. Worn by the Witch Queen Quelana of Izalith, founder of Pyromancy and one of the Daughters of Chaos. She wore this gold hem skirt before even the Age of Fire, and it offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. What's interesting to note there is that says it's Quelana, who we have met out the front, and is very much alive. We don't summon her to talk or anything, she's just there. Some people say, is it wibbly wobbly time stuff? Some people think this isn't it's a bit of a red herring. We do know from the intro cutscene there are multiple sisters. And we know obviously that Quelog was one. We know that Quelana, the thingy, we know that the Fair Lady is another sister. So that's 3 sisters, but I think there's 4 or 5. We will meet one more sister. So if there's 5, well then here's the last sister here. And the reason it tells you it's Quelana is maybe just they didn't want to come up with another name and confuse things, so they just gave it the same name, and so you'd know, oh yeah, that's one of the sisters. Maybe it's a red herring, maybe that's the reason why Quelana is where she is. There's probably a multitude of reasons, you know, but we'll go with the idea of it just being that is her, that's not her body, but it's just explaining that that's the outfit that she wore. You know, a little loosey-goosey on that one. But, I mean, if we summoned her outside, I would be more likely to say, oh yeah, that's probably her body, but we don't, so... It's a tough one. It's a tough one. See a knight down there giving us a little breadcrumb. But yeah, so when it comes to Ceaseless Discharge, we will obviously get more dialogue and more items to tell us a bit more about him. But he was obviously around when the Witch of Izalith herself was trying to recreate the first flame. We know that Gwyn obviously used his soul to try and reignite the flame. But we can see right down now. That's really cool. But we know that the witch tried to remake the flame. Interesting to note that pyromancy came about from that. And before that, she was using fire sorceries. So fire sorceries have always been a thing. Pyromancy only came around because she was pissing around with fire to try and rekindle or remake the first flame. And, well, I think you can probably tell from her all around here, it didn't go very fucking well. I believe I'm human, aren't I? I actually can't, yeah, I can see my hands, so I'm human. I want to be human in this area. You'll see why very shortly. Now, this area, people give out about this area a lot. I understand it. I get it. Okay. Again, remember this dome, by the way, before we go on. Remember this. We will talk more about this as we go. Very important. Very important to note the root-like structure coming out the top and everything. Because, well, as I said, we'll talk about that. A lot of people hate this area because they say, oh, they just took a load of demons and copy-pasted them. Yes, and I agree, and in a lot of games I give out about it. As I said in one of my other episodes, I give out about Elden Ring having so many Erdtree avatars and fucking spirit trees or whatever the fuck they're called. You know, I agree. I agree. I do agree with you, especially since these were bosses. However, we learn that these are demons, so Taurus demons and Capra demons, and we learn kind of the story behind them and stuff down here and all this type of thing. And they were bosses at the very beginning of the game. They were difficult fights. In my mind, you fight your way through this game, you become more and more powerful, and to then be in a place where demons are created and where they came from and where they kind of were born and, you know, all this type of thing. There being an army of them makes sense. These aren't unique demons. These are just normal demons. You know what I mean? Like, they're not unique in the sense of they're not like we'll find the centipede demon or, you know, fucking, you know, they're not unique. There's more than one of them. There's an entire race of Taurus demons. So coming down here and then being able to kill them pretty easily now, I think is fine. I think it's fine. I understand they did kind of just throw a load in there like that. That's not great, and I will admit that. That layout. It's just they just plunked them there. Although this isn't as egregious as what we'll see a little bit further down, but you know they did just kind of plunk a load of them there. But overall, there being enemies here that were a boss earlier in the game, I have absolutely no problem with. Maybe it's just me, but I have absolutely no problem. We won't be going over there for now. We'll go over there later. For now, we'll go this way. A little breadcrumb for us. Remembering we are only a plus 10 on this. Let's see how much damage we can do to this guy. As I said, keeping in mind that this is only a plus 10. Yeah. See what I mean? You see what I mean? You know, like... C and D, we have 35 strength, 25 dex, so like, we're not optimized for this. I know we're overpowered, but we're not optimized for this. We can kill them pretty easy. And when you've struggled your way through the game and you remember, you have flashbacks to the Capra demon, and you're like, oh fuck. If you've built yourself properly and you're able to do that to him when you come down, and sometimes even easier, like I've done a playthrough where I'm speedrunning, not even trying to be too strong, speedrunning, and I kill him in like one hit, and I'm like, fuck yeah. To me, it's a great feeling, and a great form of progression, and then also storytelling, because you're like, right, this is where the demons are. We are going to run into an old friend. Let's see if we can have a repeat of our last encounter. Keep an eye out on the top right of the screen. There's a flame. Run back up the stairs. Oh. Why is there a boss fog? Hello again. Can't keep getting away with this. Ah, fuck, Kirk. You fucking dumbass. God damn it. Oh well, we'll get all this stuff anyway, but that's rather annoying. I don't think a quit out will work on these items. I think they're just gone. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking dumbass that we jumped off the fucking side. Oh, fuck's sake, Kirk. Oh, that's twice now. Yeah, no, it's just gone. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. We will get his stuff anyway. But note that this becomes a thing. A lot of people get confused as to what that is, why this happens. That's just a multiplayer thing. In multiplayer areas, they're sectioned off, so this is a separate area. And if you get invaded, it blocks it so you can't run away. Good. Good enough for you. I agree this layout is muck. Like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Capra Demons just in a row. It's not great. It's not great. But, again, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a better layout, but I don't actually care that the Capra Demons are here. I more just care about the layout being a bit muck. You know? Goodbye. How many are there? They're not actually giving that many souls. Obviously, our souls are being halved at the moment because of the helm thing we have on. I kind of don't want to do too much farming, so I'm hoping to just get the fucking thing here at some stage. I'm hoping to just get it to pop at some stage so that we can get rid of it and wear helmets again. But again, I also don't really care too much because, you know, we're at that stage where we are immonstrably powerful. Oh, fuck. Ah, for fuck's sake. Goodbye. Now, if you're speedrunning, you don't even have to do that. You can jump straight down to where that item is, and it will bring you to the bonfire. But we are obviously showing a bit of everything here. Now, see, this Taurus Demon, he's got a bit of aura to him. And that one down there, because you're like, oh, fuck, Taurus Demons again. You know, so... And that Capra Demon. So, like, having them interspersed like this section, it's actually just this one little section here. Because once you go down, it's not that bad. These guys are the reason I wanted the war pick, by the way, because these are cool enemies, and they are weak to pierce. We can look down a bit further. Looks like you could almost stand down there. My, I wonder will we ever be down there? Cough, cough. And there is that thing we saw again. Ooh, looking fucking very intimidating. My. Oh my, you make me sigh. And now for the actual scary enemy in this area. Which is... What is that? If I can't pick it up, I'm assuming it's just some... This is really... I should not have gotten 99 of anything just in case. I'm assuming it's... I think it's a Twinkle Sprinkle. Oh no, no, drop 99 of them. No, fuck, it's not. Oh, it's green shards. It's green shards, I believe. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm right here. But I believe it's green shards. I believe it's 5 of them. Yeah. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool beans. But now for the other enemy of this area that a lot of people don't like. This fucking thing. Now, he popped out already because he heard us, but he is in the wall and then pops out. So if you jump down, you gotta be ready for that. He is in the way of our bonfire. That's what he is. That stuff will break your shit, so don't let him hit you with it. Nice. Very good. Soul of a proud knight. Soul of a lost undead. Some cool sightlines. Coincidentally, you actually can't see them from here. I'll show them again. But there are ruins in the walls up above, and it was recently discovered, and this was actually only in the last while, it was discovered that they are actually fully modeled, and they have interiors, and they have... Can you see one from here? No. But they have interiors, And they have like little windows and little rooms. Nothing in them, but they do have little rooms and stuff. Now, cockatoos, once again, we are going to jump out of here for the moment. Some of these episodes, by the way, just a little heads up, some of these episodes may end up being a little bit shorter. And the reason for that is just because... Storage Chaos. It's just because it is currently like 5 days to Christmas. So, you know, there's that. Now we want to chat to you.
Oh, hello. What is it? Below us lies the ruins of the legendary city of Izalith. There, the molten giant watches over the flame of chaos. Our fair lady and Mistress Quelaag fled from the ruins. I do not know the details, and I do not ask. Worse than...
Very interesting that, though. Fled from the ruins, I do not dare ask. Why did they flee from the ruins? Now, we might discover some stuff that maybe will tell us about that, but overall, we actually don't really know why they fled from the ruins. I could hazard a guess and say it's because of what was happening with the Witch of Izalith. It's these, by the way, these runes in the wall here. Some of them have interior models and stuff, and they are fully modeled. Maybe there was a plan for them. Who knows? We'll never know, but who knows? So perhaps that was a thing that was going to happen, and they just never... Well, no, hold on. I'm mixing two sentences together here. Perhaps that was a thing, that they fled from the ruins because of what was happening with the Witch of Izalith, but it's an interesting one nonetheless. I love how I said, oh, these episodes might be a bit shorter. We're still like 40 minutes in here, so like, I'm not like fucking cheating you out a fucking episode here, you know. Our next episode, we are going to have multiple boss fights. And we're going to have a very important NPC interaction. So, fucking happy early Christmas to you, motherfuckers. Fuck. I make myself laugh sometimes. Ow. The only reason I'm killing these is just to also just get some souls. Because we're going to need a fucking shit ton, apparently. I didn't think it would be this difficult. Fuck's sake, man. I said, fuck's sake, man. Come on. Oh! What'd you give me? A dung pie. What I always wanted for Christmas, Daddy. A dung pie. Make sure, by the way, we haven't... Yeah, we do. I was going to say, have we got enough humanity? But we definitely do.
It has been some time, truth be told. I have a favour to ask. My mother.
Interesting. I thought she said something... she will say something later on, but I thought she said something about her brother. She obviously doesn't. She did not give a fuck about her brother, clearly.
No luck.
She's just like, listen. Fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is going to have to call it for this episode. And the next episode, we shall start down this staircase and get ourselves into the ruins a bit more properly. And it's going to be fucking good. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching. Me and my eggy head. We'll see you tomorrow. It's going to make fashion a little bit interesting for the next couple of episodes until we get it fucking done. But we will have it sorted soon, hopefully. Even if I have to do some fucking grinding. But yeah, if you like what you've seen today, please like and subscribe. Yeah, I have been Kavalech. You've been amazing. This has been In-Depth Dark Souls. We are so close to so many great things. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. And then, like I said, we have the end of the game, which is mental. Yeah, and if you're watching this live and you celebrate, because obviously not everybody does, but if you're watching this live and you celebrate, it is almost Christmas. So look after yourselves, have a jolly one, have a festive one, and stay awesome. Thank you all so much for joining me. You truly, I'm only saying this now because I actually have a bit of time. I normally run out and I kind of don't get to. Truly, I am so grateful, especially this time of the year. It's nice to hang out with people that enjoy the same things as you and have a good time. And Dark Souls has always been like a wintry kind of fall game for me, and I hope I can bring it to you guys as well. It's just a cozy, 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 cozy game. So I hope you enjoy being cozy, 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 cozy with me. For now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.